Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome along to another episode of Cornbrook Contracting with myself, Thomas, and lo and behold, we have a beast amongst us here. Jamie has taken a hire of a hardy sprayer, and we've got this on demonstration, and it is monstrously big, and he's going to just get himself away from here now. And so he is going to do a contract. This is huge. It's far too big for this neck of the woods, I'm sure, but I don't know why it's here. But it is. And he is a go. Look at that thing. Toodaloo! Off he goes. I've never seen a man so happy. What a beast of a machine. Alright folks, welcome back along. We are in the foothills of the Alps here as always. And I'm going to be breaking out the glorious Massey to do a little bit of work on this field here. This is our field. This is the field that I actually ploughed over. This was two fields that I ploughed into one recently. For the most part, I ploughed over very well. There's a little bit of trash in places that I'll be very keen to get removed. But for the most part there, it is looking very good indeed. We're going to work this over here. We are going to be putting this into a winter barley as soon as we can. So the aim is to get this worked over once, and then our drill should be able to work into it. Can't see it's quite stony in places though. There's a lot we're going to have to look into there. It was a little bit wet when it's ploughed over, so you can see that's quite solid furrows. We're going to have to break it down, but our disc set should kind of do that without any issues, and then we'll see how it looks from there. If it needs to be done again, we might run at it from a different angle, but we should get it ploughed up. This field's pretty big now. Now it's 2 into 1 there. It's a steady 44 and a bit acres, I think, all in. So it's a nice size for us, really. Our combine's not the biggest, but it'll provide us with plenty of straw to sell, and it'll provide us with plenty of income through the selling of the grain as well, which is fantastic news. But we're going to get ourselves started. What I think we'll do is we'll start from the top. Now I am waiting for a call that may or may not come. It's a bit of a demonstration day all round. I have the potential to be given a demonstration of a new tractor. We're toying with the idea of another new machine there if the workload continues to improve. If we can get one, of course, then that'd be ideal. We may well look into getting a worker to come on board. But for now, we just need to see if we can find a good tractor. And a shock, it's not going to be blue or red. So we'll have to see how that one goes. So we're going to get this turned over. What I just want to check to make sure is that everything is looking alright there first. Should be kind of working through in the region of about... with this here, we can do a good kind of 7 to 8 kilometers an hour, all being well, or sorry, 7 to 8 acres an hour, so we'll get plenty of speed up there, so it won't take us too long to do. We just got to kind of give it a good working over there, and see how it all comes together. Elsewhere though, we'll be, we don't have any harvest work to do yet, or any kind of loose ends of harvest work to do. I'm hoping we get a little bit more grass work in actually, because that's been a little bit shy of late. It'd be ideal to get a little bit more grass work to come in so we can build up a bit more custom. But yeah, all being well there, like I say, we'll be able to bring in, have a successful demonstration of a new machine. The sprayer that Jamie has there, it was an opportunity we couldn't turn down in terms of the demonstration. It's very, very unlikely that we'd ever go for anything of that monstrous size, but it's always worthwhile, I find, to kind of figure out what we've got and what we can do with that. Which is exactly kind of what we're angling for there. So we'll see. We'll leave it to do its thing there, and we'll come back in, and I'll get a bit of a report from Jamie at some point down the line. I've got this little portable CB radio, so we'll give him a buzz sooner rather than later to see how we're going and see what's happening. Elsewhere though, this bit was the lighter land in this corner actually, so it shouldn't take too long to work down over here, and then we'll. It might just be that top end where it was a little bit heavy. Strip in the middle there as well that we ploughed out there hasn't been turned over for a while, so from a compaction standpoint you could really see where that was as I was going through. We might need to figure out how we're going to skip around that. But like I say, these are all things that we can figure out and things that we can work on. And all being well, we should get that covered. How have you been anyway? Hope everything is well with you all. Thank you ever so much for stopping by another weekend of Cornbrook Contracting. Do hope you enjoy. And got a Like we said previously, we have been quite busy of late. It's nice to be able to get back going strongly with Jamie here. Now we do have an idea. I've been working on a business plan, a business proposal, whereby we can look into the idea and the possibility of going into more of a lime spreading and an organic matter spreading business. So we're trying to see if we can lease a spreader or if we have to lease it on a short or long-term basis. Because I want to be able to. I'm looking at and think I've acquired a second-hand shed. And what we'll be doing with that shed is using it mainly as like a storage facility. Oh, there goes the train. And if that all works out as we'd expect it to, then we could use that as a dumping ground for bulk quantities of lime. And on top of that, we'll be able to then spread that out on contract basis. And also, we have a spreader here for lime. We might look into getting like a rear discharge muck spreader, something that we could use for spreading muck and lime as well. It might be a good idea, but both things are issues that we're kind of investigating and tackling to see if it's worthwhile at this stage. But what I will do is pull up to the end here, and there we go. So for the most part, this seems to be working down quite nicely. There are a few areas where the trash didn't quite get buried. There was just such a high volume of weeds growing through here that we really need to get on top of it. But we will do. I've got no qualms about that one. Once you scare all the birds away, that is. We'll get this all covered up nicely. So, what are you all working on at the moment? I hope everything is going well and you've managed to get all your crops harvested, whatever you're doing. That is always the main aim. Do let me know in the comments down below what you're doing and where you're getting, where you're working at the moment. And I always do love to keep an eye on that one. I will come back to you though later on down the line to see if we can go and have a play with this new toy and see what it's all set up to be. Just a beautiful, beautiful machine. Just look at it. And there's a New Holland. Well. Speaking of new machines, our glorious new truck is here. We have decided to go for I guess it's almost like it's a maroony colour, I guess. But look at my blinging wheels. Good lord, were we shiny. Really quite a thing. Pretty standard little truck here. We needed something just to tow around our maintenance trailer amongst other things, and yeah, just kind of picked this up on a good HP rate, so we're doing alright on that front, and yeah, it's just something that Jamie and myself both liked really. But I think any moment now the beast is probably going to roll up through our shed once more, and we'll have another quick look at that with Jamie and see what he thinks about it. We are rapidly running out of storage space, as I was relating to here. We're trying to see if we can possibly clear some storage space here, clear out some of the shrub and bring in a new kind of building, new structure, but that's a little bit off yet there, but we think we found the structure. We just need to figure out how we're going to bring it across, really. Oh, it sounds like he's coming. Oh, there you go. Look at that beast. Oh, he looks like it's done any work. Little Maverick there driving with his aviators on.
Hey there!
Wow, it's like a spaceship.
That is a magnificent piece of kit. That.
It's just like a spaceship. It's crazy.
It is, and it made such short work of that field. I mean, it was ridiculously quick.
I can't get over these booms the more I look at them. They're just so solid and huge, each individual one of them.
It's yeah, it's just a huge machine. It just, we would, if we could ever afford one of these, we'd make short work of so many fields.
Oh god, yeah. I think we could just turn into a field, unfold the booms, and turn around, and it'll be done.
Yep, most of our jobs, I think. I think this might be quite. This is probably too big for us, to be honest. But it's yeah, it's a great piece of kit, and I thanks to the guys who lent it to us and let us have a go with it.
Absolutely. Well, I'm going to leave you to just kind of say your final piece on it. I think I'm going to go away and I've got a little bit of a demonstration of my own to do. I shall keep it a secret, but very intrigued with our possible quest for a third tractor. So let's watch this space and I'll go away and have a look at it.
So I will just say to everybody, once you've watched my video, keep an eye out here for Thomas's video, which will be out. Well, if you're watching this when it's released, be out tomorrow. Otherwise,
Absolutely.
if it's later, check it out on Simulation for the Nations channel. But yeah, I'm gonna wrap up now. So I will catch you later.
Alright, have fun and enjoy the last of the Hardy here.
You too.
Oh. Okay then, away we go. Bye Hardy. And off we go. So we're gonna head off here, and it won't be too much longer. We'll get back, and it's only a short drive. Not gonna take us too long to get there at all. But let's get ourselves away. I'll come back to you once we're in the field, really. So join me in just a little while. Well, strong start there, as always, folks. I went the wrong way. So we're just gonna... Should have gone straight over here rather than turning down the intersection. Not to worry, though. We're just gonna take a right here. And then we're actually just around the corner here. I thought we were going down the bottom of the hill, but we're actually working at the top of the hill, so... somewhere just over here on the right apparently is a nice shiny John Deere, and there it is. We are going to have a play with a new cultivating rig today. This is quite something. I'm going down to that field at the bottom there. Oh, that's a vicious looking waterfall. Good lord, that looks nice. So we're pulling a John Deere today. This is with a Kuhn Performer 4000, and it's gonna be quite a pulling task actually. There's some deep looking legs on this cultivator, which barely looks used either itself. There's not a single fleck of paint missing. But anyway, this is what we're more interested in today for the time being. This is a 7250R. Plenty of power in here. Coming in at around, I think it's around 269, 270 horsepower, I think. Coming in at around 290 horsepower. I don't know why it's 250R, it might be what it is pre-boost. This would be something we're looking to bring in, which would really be at the top end of our range. At the moment, the Massey is the biggest tractor we have, which is a shade under 220 horsepower. This brings a lot more weight with it and a lot more power as well. We are looking at the auto command here. We've got the GPS Starfire on the roof, and it's really looking forward to see how this works actually. I heard a lot of great things about it. So the first thing we'll do is just start this up here and let it tick over. The operating cabin, this is delightful. There's a lot of light air coming in. The spacious windows on either side gives us a lot of space to see from. What we're going to do... Let's see if we can get a hand this, just pushing that lever forward really. I'm going to slowly roll on down the hill, and we'll go and have a look with this, what looks like an old crop of this is winter barley that's been left too long. Part of the reason with the estate here that was kind of changed hands was that there was very poor management, and they weren't, oh lord, that's a bit of a dip. They weren't able to get any of their crops off in time. So we'll just have to pull our way over there slowly. We're just going to take it nice and easy really for the most part here. We're not going to push ourselves too much at all. We just want to see how this tractor pulls this. It should pull it with ease actually. Right, according to my notes, the spools are these kind of three buttons we have to the right of the four. We've got the green, blue, and is that black or is that purple? And we're all hooked up to the first phase is hooked up to the blue. So that's just gonna fold that out very nicely. 4 meter working with here on the cultivator, which does look rather vicious actually. Be very intrigued to see how this goes. Second phase is on the green spool valve, so we'll put that down, and away we go. And away we go then. Perfect. So with this, we've got 4-wheel drive enabled. We're just going to see how the John Deere handles this really. We have got kind of auto command engaged here, so we can set cruise control up so the machine will just try and find its best range and allow me to kind of just pull along. As you can see though, we are flying along here. It's barely even noticing the machine on the back. To the stage where we might want to look at slowing that down as we turn a little bit. We're not going to do anything, we're just going to kind of take a nice gentle turn here. I don't want to do anything too ambitious. We're just going to let it, I don't really want to, it's not my machine to play around with too much. We'll just take it nice and easily and we'll see how it goes. It's a beautiful machine, it really, really is. If it was up to me, I'd probably put some wider rubber on the wheels. It's looking a little bit too narrow for my liking. Want to reduce that ground compaction. But yeah, all in all, really can't complain. It does look immaculate. Now this one has less than 100 hours on, so has recently just rolled off the factory floor over in Germany, and it is a demo unit. I don't know how long we're going to have it as a demo unit for. This black joystick here is for my auxiliary controls on the front linkage, so we can control that here. Obviously I've got front PTO on this device, on this machine as well, which is very nice, and yeah, I'm looking forward to see how that works. Now this is going to be a bit of a rough bit around here though. Smooth ride though, must say. Really super smooth ride. Despite going through all that rough ground there, it's very nice and smooth. What we'll do is we'll let you just get this all covered up, and I think I'll come back through and run up a headland at the end there, just to get it all tied up a little bit. I do like how easy it is to operate this John Deere. I've never really been into John Deeres before. The reason we're looking at them is because there is a John Deere dealer very nearby. It will make sense for us to be able to have good parts service and support. I think that's paramount when you're looking for any new machine. Back in Cornbrook, we did have great service by the team for Massey and New Holland, but maybe it makes more sense to look elsewhere. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to get the drone up in the air as well, so we might well have some photos, some videos coming alongside this, but we'll wait and see on that front, see how it all pans out. Otherwise though, let's just see how all this comes together. We're going to keep chugging away through here. Very nice and smooth. It doesn't even feel this cultivator is behind us here. And to be fair, the cultivator is doing a great job of this ground. It's really chopping up that trash and burying it as well. It's really very impressive on that regard. And maybe I'm not very happy with the cultivator we have. Maybe something like this would be a better option, but I don't know if the machine that we have would be able to pull this very well. It's something we're going to have to look into there. But we'll get ourselves around on this end as well. Not the biggest of fields. There was a big issue with the previous estate management and how they chose to manage their fields. They did a very poor job of actually managing the growth, the fertilization. Oh, that's a big hole there. And making sure that the field management was maintained to allow for the successful harvest. As you can see, this crop wilted in the field and was decided to be left as a game cover for a little while before they decided to eventually come in here and get it all done. But yeah, it is a very, very impressive piece of equipment. Really, I need to play with the monitor a little bit to understand what we can do here. We are able to speed up and slow down the hydraulic flow rate of the auxiliary pumps. So if there's a bit of equipment on the back, for example, that we want to fold up faster or slower or lift up or down, we can make that happen on the display. And along with many other things, a lot of which I have no idea of. But of course we can also command the GPS through that as well. I like how everything is on this ARM console. So when you swung the seat around a little bit, so I make a little bit more of an angle so it's easier for me to see behind, and that pulls all the controls with it, so it's very ergonomic to operate with from a driver's standpoint. If I'm going to be in here for any long period of time, that really is ideal for what I need. Passenger seat there for Jamie to come along for the long summer days. Beautiful. So I think we're going to have one of the John Deere reps coming up here in a minute or two. What I think I will do though is just keep cracking on, and we'll see how it all comes together. I am very, very much impressed with this machine. I think what we're going to do is just get around here. Assuming there's no more big craters that I nearly missed there before. That was better. And we'll just swing in here. Big light bulb turn, and I think I might just kind of stop us here. Whoa, stop. There we go. Let's have a quick look, see. Yeah, it really is like a very nice looking piece of equipment. Very, very impressed with this, I must say. I'm going to keep putting it to work there. I would like to see if we can try and get some more demonstration of it. Put it to task with some other machines. I'd love to put this to task with a big subsoiler or put a bigger plow onto it and see how it handles that one. Look at the auxiliary pipes in the back there. We've got air brakes as well, which is always fantastic, and a very nice looking piece of equipment. And also, to be fair, this is as well. It might be worth looking into what the option is in the dealers with the Kurin. For now though, we're going to leave this here. Thank you ever so much for watching. I do hope you have enjoyed. If you have, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe to Simulation for the Nation if you've yet to, and you'd like to see more of my vlogs. If you'd like to see more of Jamie's, of course, don't forget to go and subscribe to Virtual Farmer, where you'll see his every week. For now though, we're going to leave it here. Thank you ever so much for watching. I do hope you have enjoyed. I'm going to get back into this John Deere and we're going to keep going. So until next time, do take care of yourself, enjoy what you're doing as always, but most importantly, happy farming. Away we go!